Yeah, I'm only going to be here for like 15 minutes.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Everyone, everything's fine.
Short aftershock. How long is the aftershock usually?
Well, the last one was supposed to be 30.
Alec, it may be hard to hear you all the way from over there. Maybe just go.
And then me, Grant, and Alexia talked for an hour, so...
I'm going to sit in here eating chips.
Put this right there.
Oh, no, I don't want to spill tea on the mic.
Yeah, actually, I would... Let's not talk about what I would do.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay,
hello,
are we going to do it?
We're recording.
Yeah, we are, actually.
Wait, can we start over and all say
sure.
hello, hello,
Let's do an intro. Okay, let's all say hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
on
hello,
three.
hello.
Wait,
Ooh,
no,
this
that's
is
literally-
good.
Oh, I'm glad.
It's good tea.
It's like hot chocolate as tea.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
What?
wonderful stuff.
What? Okay, we'll talk about
Taste
that in a
this.
minute. What? I don't
Also,
know.
please,
Sharing
please
cups?
refrain from spilling it on the microphone.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, hello, hello.
Aftershocks.
And welcome to a Jolt of Holt Aftershocks.
I know,
I
right?
ruined it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So let's talk about this tea real quick.
Alec made some delicious tea.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of tea is it?
This is black tea. It's cheap and crappy quality, but it tastes very nice. And it has
Gotcha.
sugar in it.
I said I wasn't going to burn my tongue, and I did.
Grant,
well,
thank
shit.
you for having us at your palatial studio.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
Anytime. We're actually in Alec's bedroom right now. Nick is on the bed. Nick, you want to say hi?
Hello.
There it
That's
is.
my roommate.
Millions of fans out here.
Yeah, it's a cold, rainy night out right now, which is not fun. It's also very icy, as we just experienced on Middle Path.
There were some falls.
Yeah, a couple falls. We saw some people go down.
There was tragedy.
Lost some good men.
Yep.
But we always remember them.
It was
Always
like
in our hearts.
the invasion of Russia in winter. Don't go on Middle Path.
Yes.
Napoleon, Hitler. We all gotta learn our lessons sometime. Sean Decatur.
Sean Decatur.
Truly.
Are we making a comparison to Napoleon?
I mean, have you ever seen Sean Decatur's left hand? I can tell you, you've never seen Sean Decatur's left hand.
Why would I want to look at Sean Decatur's left hand?
I look at Sean Decatur's left hand all the time.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why?
Napoleon.
Evidence.
Oh!
yeah,
he
no.
stuffed it in his coat pocket. That's kind of a strange thing.
This is quite good.
Why do
like
people
it.
oppose like?
I'm just gonna have you
It
make me
was
different
the
teas.
hand in the jacket pose. It was like this weird.
I think it was a fashion thing.
Yeah, I think it was a weird gesture that people associated with.
Like, I've got my my left hand in my
Yeah.
stuffed into my shirt.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
kind of a
this makes
weird
me look
thing.
more
Wasn't it a
sophisticated.
thing that Napoleon wasn't actually that short?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Napoleon was apparently average for his time, although compared to other people, specifically, this is my little tie-in, my little plug, my little bridge to something I recently
Compared to
read.
Grant Holt.
Compared to Grant Holt. yeah. But no, I mean, he was average in height, although he was often beside other people in his army who were way taller than him. Specifically, I'm talking about this one guy named Alex Dumas.
Oh, you read
yeah.
this book over
read
break.
this
Don't pretend like this is just knowledge
That was a
that
very
you have.
long tangent. But here's the thing.
I saw you buy the book.
Actually, yeah, you were there at the last bookstore.
I like how my audio waves are way bigger than everybody
Yeah,
else's.
you're very, very loud. But no, that book is fantastic. The Black Count by Tom Rice. If you ever wanted to know about Alex Dumas' dad, Alexander Dumas' dad, the guy who wrote The Count of Monte Cristo and the Three Musketeers, his dad was General Alex Dumas in the French army, and he was just a powerhouse, honestly. Very, very great read. Highly recommended.
This podcast brought to you by
Brought
The
to
Real Count of Monte Cristo.
Count of
In
Monte
stores now.
Dude, Tom Rice has this other book called The Orientalist, which is about some
About Grant Holt.
No, it's about some dude who became like a sort of faked his way into being like a Saudi prince or something.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Did you ever read about the guy who faked his way into being a Rockefeller?
No.
That was more recent.
Really?
Oh my god.
The
I've read
Rockefellers?
Yeah.
I read an amazing book about this. Oh my
Are the
god.
Rockefellers still like a thing?
Well, no, this
Not
was
really.
this guy, it was the book sort of framed it as a commentary on if you present yourself as a rich, affluent white guy, you can basically just get away with any. He spent no money on things, but everybody was like, oh, he's rich, he's a Rockefeller, so
Yeah.
he's just eccentric. So he just got away with it for years. It's crazy.
It happens all the
Fake until you
time.
make it.
Fake it till
Yeah.
you make it.
Isn't that the case with that what was it, the fake billionaire that they've been going on about for like last year and a half?
Yeah, there was one
The
guy.
woman, you mean?
No, dude. There was a dude
Wilbur
who was
Ross
No,
was
that-
one of them. They thought he was a billionaire,
Yeah.
and then they appointed him to it was not Treasury, but one of the positions in the White House. And then they figured out he was like worth a tenth of that value.
No, there was something. I think might have been Chinese guy or he's Korean. Who was like the agent for like Ludacris and stuff, and he was like buying like multi-million-dollar planes and boats, and it turned out had no money, like literally no money, and he went off into like he like went into hiding for like the last year and a half, and he just got caught or something.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
There was also a woman who went to Kenyan who got duped by like this other woman who was like this debutante heiress, but it turned out she had nothing.
I heard about that.
Yeah, didn't you? The woman who wrote the article went here. She mentioned it in the article.
Yeah.
But no, this Rockefeller guy, like he actually like just lived this like con man, like talented Mr. Ripley. He killed a dude. Like he started living with a guy, he started living off him, and then he murdered him and buried him in the yard, and then went on to become a Rockefeller. I always call him Patrick Melrose. Benedict Cumberbatch is gonna play him in a movie.
That's a cool story.
There's a great book about it by the guy who wrote Up in the Air.
Up in the air.
It got turned into a movie with George Clooney, but there's a great book. I forgot what it's called, but it's amazing.
That's fascinating. What do you guys like? Since we're talking about books and all that jazz, what do you guys like reading right now for fun, if anything? Or
War and Peace.
War and Peace.
Really?
Not really. God no.
For fun.
My history teacher told me we had to read War and
Oh
Peace.
dear lord.
Not for the class. She was just like, you guys gotta.
Okay.
Actually, I have been reading Virtual Light by William Gibson. William Gibson.
I love William
classic
Gibson.
We got a
of
lot of
cyberpunk
William
fiction.
Gibson, right?
This I'm gonna borrow your William Gibson after
Oh, you should,
after I clear up my reading schedule. Not now,
Gladly.
but this is where I make this podcast sponsored by Neuromancer, which is an amazing
Sponsored
book.
by William Gibson.
This podcast is also sponsored by Lipitor. Get your Lipitor today.
If The Matrix blew your mind, Neuromancer did it first.
Neuromancer is fucking ridiculous. Also I didn't. Can I-
Lipitor,
sorry.
the
Yeah,
drug
you can
for
cuss.
you.
This is not run by WKCO.
Thank
so
God. Fuck the FCC.
Whoa!
We
I'm trying to get a show, buddy boy.
edit that out. No, but Jack, how about you?
I'm reading Liar's Poker. I forgot the author's name, but it's about just financial markets and the crash as well. It's pretty interesting.
It's very economic.
Yeah,
You're an
and
econ major, right?
Yeah, I am. But then I'm also, to balance it out, I'm reading Howard Stern's Private Parts. It's a great book. Great read. I
Yeah,
recommend
that's
it.
why you're obsessed with Howard Stern now.
It's a good title.
It's a really,
Thank
it's a
you.
very
Oh
good.
my
Well, I
God.
mean, he's
Thank
an
you so
excellent.
much.
I've always been a huge fan, but it's a great book.
It's a memoir, right?
Yeah, it's a memoir. It's really, really funny. It's actually really well written. So.
How many memoirs do you guys like read? Have you guys read?
Not much.
No.
I read a lot of fiction.
A lot of
I
fiction.
got like 10 pages into a biography of Margaret Thatcher. That's not a memoir. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
Stephen King's memoir is one of my favorite books, though.
Oh, Steve, on
writing?
On
Yeah.
writing.
about. Stephen
Memoirs
King's
are hard to
memoir
do.
doesn't remember the
Yeah.
entirety of the 1970s.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait.
He did so much cocaine at one point that there are multiple books he does not remember writing. Like Cujo. He does not remember Cujo.
He may
At
have
all.
ripped it off.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the trailer? Oh no, we're not talking about movies.
We can totally
Were you
talk
about to say
movies.
Pet Sematary?
That stupid Pet Cemetery trailer.
I love Pet Sematary. The
Yeah,
book.
it's a good book.
Um,
The trailer, she's like, "There's someone at the window," and then that was the end of the trailer. It
Dude,
wasn't scary at all.
listen, that's the first book to ever like actually make me feel scared.
Really?
Yeah. Pet
Scary
Sematary.
stories to tell in the dark.
Well, that wasn't. I wouldn't say the writing.
The
made me
writing
feel
was
scared.
awful, but the pictures?
Yeah, no. The
Oh
pictures
my
were
God.
horrifying. Yeah.
It was like Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro is doing
They're
scary.
well, I
yeah.
think he's producing it.
Oh, I thought he was directing.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, wait. Back to you. Never asked me what book I was reading.
Yeah, what are you reading? What are
I'm
you
reading
Chris?
Italo Calvino's The Complete
Oh,
Cosmic
yeah,
Comics.
Yeah, lent to you by our dear
Lent
friend
to me by Stella. It's great. It's like a bunch of different short stories that like personify like extremely high concept like scientific theories. There's stuff about like the dinosaurs, but it's all like personified. Like it's
What-
so
what do you mean-
weird
what do you
and
mean personified?
anachronistic. Like there's one about the Big Bang where where there's just people like on the nebulas. Like I don't know how to describe it really, but it's like oh my, it's and it always contextualizes it with like human emotions. Like there's one where like a snail develops his shell so that he can be seen by like another person that he loves. Like it's like super hard to describe, but I would recommend it highly.
I mean, I just want to.
It's really good. Alec, you would like it.
Okay.
Grant, you would think it's too weird. Jack, I don't know your book taste.
Well, I mean, I
but
want to start
I
with
don't know. We'll
if
see.
on a winter's night of travel. If I'm
that's his
gonna-
fantasy book.
If I'm
right?
gonna dive into Calvino, I want to start there. And then I want to go to 6. I think it's 6 tenets for the new millennium.
That's literally just a piece of paper that he died writing. How would
No,
you read it?
okay. It was something he didn't complete, but he didn't. He started it.
Originally there were 12 tenants, but he didn't get to those ones
Yeah,
yet.
I know. He just kicked.
There
the bucket.
literally isn't that the thing where like 6 on the page is lighter than everything else because he literally died while writing it?
I
I don't know, I'm not
exactly.
Didn't you tell me that's true?
Okay, I told you that, but that
You're such a dick.
You're misremembering the story. So basically, what Calvino did was he wrote down 6. I don't want to say tenets. Could someone? I'm gonna Google this right now.
No, exciting for our listeners.
Yeah, live on air Googling.
This is
This is sponsored by
Aftershock,
Google.
the only podcast where somebody Googles something, Oscar.
Yeah, you know,
Pretty much.
somebody will come away from this having some good reading recommendations and a book
Here it
about
is.
economics.
Not tenets. It's called 6 Memos for the Next Millennium. It's based on a series of
trying to find
lectures that Alec Ogihara wrote for the Charles Eliot Norton Lectures at Harvard. But he never delivered these lectures because he died before leaving Italy. They were originally written in Italian and then translated by Patrick Cree. Patrick Cree, thank you for translating.
He's a fan of the show.
Yeah, he's a fan of the show. But the interesting bit is, at the time of Calvino's death, all of the memos have been done except the last one. And so number 6, which was just titled Consistency, does not exist.
Turns out
it
it
only,
wasn't
it only
consistent.
exists. Yeah, there it is. It only exists as some faded, smudged writing. It's very spooky.
Alec, you would like this book a lot. I'll
Okay.
get Stella to lend it to you.
Oh, thank
if
you.
like, and I'll read your William Gibson
Yes.
collection after I've freed up all the books that are in my
Arsenal.
arsenal in my queue.
In your queue. That's very good.
The
I have to read the Kluge book you gave me.
Yeah.
Alma mater.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. There's I've convinced multiple people to buy and read that book
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
it's
I met 2 of the 5 Taz now who are reading it.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Which is pretty hilarious.
Oh, birthday shout out! Everybody's favorite writing consultant, Philip Brain.
Philip
Philip Brain! Happy birthday,
you do
Philip
not
Brain.
you do not listen to this, Philip. But if you do,
Phil Brain, you're the dopest dude. Honestly, such a great guy. Dude, he's 20. Still can't believe that. You know what's crazy? I'm turning 20 this May.
dude, you're
That's
so you don't know anything.
Wait.
You're turning 20.
I don't know anything.
How old are
That's
you?
true.
I'm
Isaac.
18. I'm
You're-
young.
Jesus
I'm
Christ. You
18
make me feel
too.
so... Wait,
You
when
two
do you guys
are
turn
relapse.
19 then?
April.
June 29th.
Wow.
I hate you both.
I'm a young.
Easter.
I'm a little scrappy lad with
I'm
my.
almost 2
young
years older than me.
scrappy
I've got a
Isaac.
lollipop and I've got
I know,
a
I'm almost a year
bucket.
old.
and
I got a
I'm
hope
like,
full of dreams.
Oh gee whiz, mister.
Yeah, you're in a sailor's outfit?
Oh gee, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Grant, what do you think your first ever sponsor
Smart
is
guy
going to
though.
No,
My
he's
first,
not.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
if I
yeah.
get my first sponsor
I
for
don't
this?
think
Yeah, if you were to get a sponsor, what is your
Went to
dream
Yale at
sponsor?
18,
Grant?
like,
Dream
literally,
A lot of
no
people went to
graduate-
Yale.
No graduate.
Maybe I'll tell you as soon as these two.
Oh, I'm sure he had
Start.
like a head for mathematics, etc.
No, but Al, that's a great question. Actually getting sponsors, that's something I've sort of thought about. I don't think
Get the
getting,
VI.
Oh,
They
well,
sponsor the Kenyon Review
that'd be
Really?
pretty cool.
or
but
the
I don't,
magazine or something.
for in the case of the radio station, I don't think individual shows can get sponsors.
No,
I
but
doubt
this
it,
can
no.
get sponsored.
this totally could get sponsors.
Dude, if the VI sponsored us, we could go and have burgers for free.
we could get,
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know how that
No,
works.
no.
fries, fries on the house, guys.
We could do, inspections. We could do field reports
On just the VI.
on everything.
Oh, okay. It's I actually need to go.
Do you need to
Okay.
go?
This is
Okay.
going to be a live on-air exit
Okay.
from
Oh,
me.
I guess Isaac's
Cut out so much.
Goodbye,
Yeah, I
Isaac.
know.
Yeah, I also have to head out.
Is this the end?
No, you guys can
keep wanna keep going. going?
Let me take 7 Tostitos on the way out.
Oh,
We could talk about, I don't know.
I'm taking your tea, I'm taking your chips.
just-
Thank you, Grant, for your
One day just
hospitality.
Anytime, dudes.
oh, I
anytime.
totally will. Don't worry. I've never actually entered.
Stay
your room.
warm. Don't
I'm
slip.
well.
Okay.
Don't slip. It's icy and
It's
cold.
very
out there,
icy.
man.
I have music in the morning with you, Grant.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, dude.
See you tomorrow.
Wow, the mic is picking up my chewing. Okay.
Could you chew?
Cut everything to before Philip Brain.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything after that.
Yeah, we had a debate about Ben Shapiro.
Sounds like a good
All right,
plan.
goodbye.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit up here.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Pop this up between us. Did I just lose my
Yes, you
charger?
did.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, no, getting. I feel like why can't we get sponsorships for radio shows? Actually,
Well, I guess it's probably legal stuff. Or
come on.
Maybe not legal stuff.
I feel like I don't know. We sacrificed enough with the radio shows. We should be able to get sponsors. I mean, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of neat. The big thing would just be like negotiating it, and like if there's any sort of like legal trouble, then like who's gonna deal with that? You know?
Ugh.
I don't think the station wants to deal with all that jazz. Is someone calling me right now? Isaac Sage is calling me right now. Okay, hang on. Isaac Sage, you're on the podcast.
Oh my god, this is a live reaction of me needing to get my backpack from your dorm.
Well, 1 second.
Let me in.
Did you just leave
Which
Lewis?
side?
Yes.
Okay, what side?
The main entrance.
Main entrance. All right, Isaac, keep me company.
Okay, buddy.
So what's
On your long walk down the hall. Are you taking the mic?
what?
Do you have the mic?
No, it's still the mic's still in Alec's room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me in, let me in.
Tell me, is it still cold and rainy
How are
outside?
you taking this long to go from Alec's room to the main entrance?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, Alec. Oh, he delivered my bag. You're such a sweetheart. Thanks, buddy. Hello?
Yeah?
Grant, alright, I'm saying I'm walking away from Lewis.
Okay.
Oh, are you still in? Am I on the mic?
Yeah, you still are.
Hello?
Yeah?
Am I on the mic?
Yes.
Oh my god. Hello. This is live reaction me walking back to McBride.
Live. Hey, Alec's
so very
back.
Yes,
exciting.
hello.
The
Oh.
rain has turned to snow.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's snowing very heavily outside.
Is it
It's
snowing?
legitimately
Yeah.
windy.
Really?
You can't see it very well through here, but yeah, it's snowing a lot.
Wow.
Alright, goodbye.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll catch you later, Isaac. Peace, peace, peace.
Yeah.
Because I just held it off the entire day, and so to just pass the time while the dry cycle completed, I watched half of Roma,
No, yeah.
the film on Netflix
Yes,
by Alfonso
Cuarón.
Cuarón.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Have you seen it?
No, I've not. I've been meaning
Okay.
to for ages.
If you do laundry,
Watch
now's your chance
Roma by
to watch
Alfonso
half
Cuarón.
of it, because
That's
that's
just half of it.
I,
yeah.
that's what I did. I watched half, and then the next morning after lunch, I watched the other half.
Nice.
It was pretty good. I mean, it was very, like, the performances were, like, really natural and authentic.
That's good.
A lot of long shots, which was always nice. It's very, like, crisp and clean. Like, it looks good.
Clean.
Yeah. Very crisp. It's going to be very interesting to see how it does at the Oscars.
That's always the question.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Oscars? Actually, do you think they're absolute bullshit? Do you think they're very?
I mean,
fairly reputable?
I love award season.
Okay.
This year's Oscars, I mean, there are a lot of nominations that I'm just sort of scratching my head at.
A Star Is Born, Best Picture.
Never seen
2018.
it. Never seen it.
Nope.
There's a lot I have not seen. Like, I want to see Vice so badly.
Heard very mixed things.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard people describe it as anywhere from like an amazing movie to just 2 hours of of what's his name overacting.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yeah. Christian Bale overacting in a fat suit and a bald cap.
Dude, but it's not a fat suit. He actually got, like, fat.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No, not that bad.
Actually. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm very curious because I love like movies with fantastic titles
Yeah.
that just like fit like a
Vice.
glove.
Vice.
Because like Dick Cheney was the vice president.
Yeah.
And like Vice is like
A sin.
a sin,
Yeah.
and it's just like yes.
It's like it for me. It seems way too similar to Darkest Hour, which came out last year. Which had Gary Oldman as Churchill,
Yeah.
and once again in a fat suit and a bald cap, which was truly a garbage movie.
I mean. Darkest Hour, what I always say is it was a great performance by Gary Oldman, but like just a fine film.
Fine film.
Yeah, fine film.
What do you mean by fine film, though?
Like it was a solid 7 out of 10. But the
All right.
performance, but the performance was like a 9
very
out
good.
of 10.
I wouldn't deny the performance was very good. I don't know. I felt like the writing was just so hammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read the book, Darkest Hour?
No, actually, I didn't realize.
The guy who wrote the book also wrote the script.
Huh.
Yeah. It was an okay book.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
But
Well, same goes with me for the movie.
yeah, I'd recommend the movie though.
No, it's just like Churchill's like such an interesting figure that I feel like it's a shame when they absolutely bollocks
Yeah,
like,
like don't do him justice.
yeah, they don't do him justice. Actually, the best like bit of Churchill media I've seen was there was like a show that came out in, like the 70s on the BBC that has long since been out of like all print. Like there's been no DVDs. The only place that even exists is on YouTube, called The Wilderness Years, which sort of chronicles his time as as a basically impoverished like landed gentry, because he was kind of terrible with money.
Yeah.
Like he was really awful with money. Like I if I remember correctly, he was poor for most of the 30s because he basically put all of his money into like one investment in America, and that promptly died. But yeah, no, but it's really interesting. It has the guy who played Minister of Magic in Hogwarts in Harry Potter. Not Bill Nye.
You mean Fudge?
Yes, Fudge.
Who played Fudge?
He's a classic British actor. I can't remember his name. It's like something Hardy or something like that.
Tom Hardy.
No, not Tom Hardy. Not Tom Hardy.
Yeah, who played? I could listen.
Yeah.
I can Google.
Once again,
this
we're gonna Google
right now. Live Googling. Speaking of Harry Potter, you know that they added all 8 Harry Potter films to Netflix?
Ooh, that's nice.
So there you go. I've not seen most of those movies.
Really?
I've not read
Which
most
ones
of
have
those
you
books.
seen?
First one, I've seen. The second one.
Wait, you haven't seen the third one?
What's the third?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, I've seen the third.
Okay.
What's the fourth?
Goblet of Fire. It's the one where they have the games.
I've got
dragons.
I've seen that one.
Shiny vampire boys, except they're
Yep,
not shiny
yep,
vampire
yep.
boys, and they die.
Okay, then fifth one is
It's Robert Hardy.
Robert
There we
Hardy.
go.
Robert Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was in it. He did he was very, very good.
Interesting.
Very good Churchill. 10 out of 10. Would Churchill again.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's very dead. He's been dead for like over a year.
Well, rest in peace, Robert
Right.
Hardy. Dang, man.
Ripperoni.
I think when it ended here,
Sure, might as
probably
well.
awesome.